Hello everyone, this is Grade 1, Module 3, Lesson 1 homework. So we see the directions say, follow the directions, complete the sentences. So for number 1, circle the longer rabbit. When I'm going to measure, I want to make sure that I'm lining up my endpoints, so it's going to be the back of the rabbits. I see that they're lined up. And then I'm going to measure across, and I see the edge of this bottom rabbit is right there, and the end point of this top rabbit is right there, and I'm going to the ear. This one's to the whisker, so the farthest point of it, and I see that Peter is longer than Floppy. So when I go to write this statement down below, it says longer than, so I know Peter is longer than Floppy. So when I look at the second one, I see shorter fruit. So I have to watch my keywords, my shorter fruit. So again, the endpoints are going to be down here at the bottom. And I'll measure up, and I see the top of the apple. It's right about there. And the top of the pear is right there. And if I bring them straight across, and I'll do my best to show it, I can see that the pear is longer than the apple, which means that the apple is shorter than the pear. So those statements go hand in hand. The pear is longer than the apple is shorter than the pear. So down below for number 3, I see my directions. Write the words longer than or shorter than to make the sentences true. So I'm going to line up my endpoints. And this first one for 3 here, I'm looking at glue and ketchup. Very good combination there. So I'll put a line across for the glue and one across for the ketchup, and I see that the glue is shorter than the ketchup, or the ketchup is longer than the glue. And I'm going to take a look down below and see what my starting is. So we're talking about the glue first. That's my first statement. So the glue is what? Is it shorter or longer? The glue is shorter than the ketchup. So when I come over to number 4, I see that I have a butterfly and a dragonfly. So if I match up these two, I see that the dragonfly has a longer wingspan and the butterfly has a shorter wingspan. So now we have to just look and see, what are we talking about first? The dragonfly. So the dragonfly, is it longer or shorter? It's longer than, meaning now we're comparing the butterfly's wingspan. So the dragonfly's wingspan is longer, but it's longer than the butterfly's. So let's take a look at the next page. And what we have here is a couple different objects, a paintbrush, 2 paintbrushes, a spoon, and a fork. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare these using longer than and shorter than statements. So again, we want to match up endpoints. So paintbrush A, and my endpoint is going to be right here, so I see that it's 1, 2, 3, and quite a bit, almost 4. Compared to paintbrush B, which is 1, 2, 3, and a little bit. So my statement, I'm comparing paintbrush A to B, so I want to look at those and say, paintbrush A is what? Is it longer or shorter? And I know it's longer than paintbrush B. So now when we look at the spoon and the fork, again, we're going to count how many this is. So it's 1, 2, and a little, like 2.5 almost. And when I look at the fork, I have 1, 2, 3, and a little. So I know now which one is longer and which one is shorter. I know the fork is longer, the spoon is shorter. So here's my statement. The spoon is what to the fork? It's shorter than the fork. So the next statement down, circle true or false. The spoon is shorter than the paintbrush B. So paintbrush B is, again, 1, 2, 3, and a little. And the spoon is 1, 2, and a little. So it's not quite 3. So I know paintbrush B is longer and the spoon is shorter. So when I go to write my statement, the spoon is shorter than paintbrush B. That's true, because I know the spoon is only 2.5 or so, and the paintbrush is over 3. So the paintbrush is longer. For the last part of it, you'll find 3 objects in your room, and then you'll draw them here in order from shortest to longest. Make sure you label each of those objects. Hope this helps, and good luck on your homework.